Hey, what's going on everybody, and welcome back to the channel. This is John J. Gaming on the Mind, getting ready for Season 2 of the Bluffton Beavers Dynasty here on NCAA 14. We are here finally with our very first game of the season, supposed to be taking on the UMass Minutemen. You know, they got C+, C+, across the board, where we got D-, which is a big step forward considering we had an F on offense this past season. We are so ready to get this season underway, but before I get into this game, man, I gotta show you the custom recruits that we have on the squad. Join us for the very first time, as well as the name of this new coach that we have going into Season 2. And with that being said, let me introduce you guys to the custom recruits joining the team. Leading off the custom recruits for us, we have Tim Henderson, who is going to be the starting quarterback for us here at Bluffton University. After that, at the halfback position, we have two custom recruits I want to show you guys. Isaiah Thomas Jr., who is the son of St. Thomas Star, you know, from the St. Thomas series that we did on the channel. His son is a custom recruit for the Bluffton Beavers Dynasty, and then backing him up is fellow custom recruit J. Rock, who is going to be redshirt this upcoming season, but should fill in as a nice backup after his redshirt year. At fullback, we have Tristan Morgan, who is going to be starting for us at that position coming into this season. Then at wide receiver, we do have a few guys that are on the squad. Adam Hill, who is coming in as a transfer from Navy, who is going to be redshirt this upcoming season. We also have Dream Was Taken and CJ Palmer, who will be our top two wide receivers this upcoming season, as these top three guys right here have all transferred in and have to sit out for the upcoming year. At tight end, we have Jesse Garnier, who is going to be our starting tight end for us this upcoming season. You'll love to see it. Over at the starting right guard spot, we have Shane Call, who will be starting for us on the offensive line from Miami Springs, Florida. Also at right tackle, we actually have two custom recruits at this position. Starting out there is Charlie Feldman, who will be our starter to start this upcoming season. And then we also have Ricky Fernandez, who will act as pretty much our sixth man on the offensive line. He's the backup that we have, best backup I should say, that we have right now. Over on the defensive side of the ball, we have Sebastian Felix, who will be playing at left outside linebacker this upcoming season. Over at the middle linebacker spot, we have Justin Sorrells, who will be playing as a backup middle linebacker to start his freshman campaign. At cornerback, we have Trey Bird, who is going to start off as our very best corner that we have on this football team. Over at the free safety position, we have Gerard Randall, who will be our starting free safety this upcoming season and one of our defensive captains as well. Fun fact of the day. And then finally, at the strong safety position, we have custom recruit Charlie Wilkerson, who will be redshirted this upcoming season. Thank you guys so much, by the way, for all the custom recruit submissions over on the off-season episode. I tried to get everybody in as much as I can. If I didn't get you for the original player you wanted, I at least try to get you at your either same position or best freshman that still happened to be available. Thank you guys all so much for all of these submissions. Let's go ahead and see who this brand new coach is going to be. Now, another thing that I mentioned in that off-season video is also I need you guys' help deciding what the name of this new coach is going to be, since the last one unfortunately got fired following that 2-10 season that we had back in Season 1. And the chat has decided that Lefty Right is going to be the name of the new coach. We still are going to be out here running the Wyoming spread offense, and then also going to be employing what should be free for multiple. There we go. That was what we actually had. I don't know why that got changed, but that is what we're going to be running with this upcoming season, getting ready for Season 2. But with that being said, it is time to officially get this game underway. If you're excited about today's video and are enjoying the Bluffton Beavers series here on NCAA 14, do me a favor and hit that like button for me, as well as subscribe to the channel if you do happen to be brand new and like what you see. Let's go ahead and get into some game action, shall we? Alright, man, brand new season officially on us. We got a bunch of new players on the team as well starting for us. One of those guys is Tim Henderson, though. And that's something that you didn't see very often at all in Season 1. You know, being able to run the football was definitely a struggle bus for us. But, you know, at the very least, you know, we're starting off a lot better this time around as Tim Henderson is there to break off another long run for us as well. A 20-yard gain that leads to a first down. But, you know, we know Tim Henderson could run, but how's his throwing ability, though? That leaves, you know, something to be desired. You know, got some work to do there. But, you know, a nice start to the drive, though. Got a 2nd and 10 coming up here as Tim Henderson will drop back the pass. Try to throw it short to Jesse Garnier. New custom recruit at tight end. Able to pick up 6 yards for a nice gain on that one. We got a 3rd and short coming up. Let's see what we can do here. See if we can hit Jesse Garnier over the middle to pick up some yards. As we do hit him, but he doesn't go forward enough. And we're actually 1 yard shy. So we got a 4th and 1. But we're going to try to do what was really successful for us last year, though. Going to fake the punt with Joe Lemon, but unfortunately got sniffed out. So had to throw it to Tristan Morgan. And it was actually nearly completed as well. Almost got it to go. But unfortunately, it's batted away. So we got to give the ball to UMass. And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how this new defense is. You know, we do have some new guys on the defensive end as well. It's not as much of a makeover as it was on the offensive side of the ball. Still have a lot of guys that started last season, you know, starting for this defense this year as well. You know, except, you know, Jerron Randall out at the safety. He's a custom recruit guy, but, you know, Fortin's going to go ahead and pick up some yards. A 6-yard gain over the middle. Able to pick up 6 on that one. As now 2nd and 4. Johnson going to try to pitch it to the right-hand side. Gets it over to Jackson as Sean McGee was able to come up in there and make the tackle, but still allows the first down, though. As the Minutemen are certainly driving right now as they try to throw to the right-hand side. We do get him to an incompletion. So now we got him 3rd and long. Let's see if we can get these boys off the field. That'll be a good start to the season for our defense. And we might actually do it as there is Justin Carey able to make the deflection. And so we do force a 3 and out, but our offense also, you know, went 3 and out themselves. You know, we did a good job only allowing a field goal on our very first drive of the game. You know, we did allow a lot of touchdowns last season. A lot of double headers partially because of that. So, you know, defense is going to have its work cut out for them because we did go 3 and out. We'll see if the defense can go ahead and try and do it again. But it's not looking too good for us, though, as they're already 1st and goal, looking to get into the end zone for the first time this season. And they're going to do it as Jason Wright finds the end zone for the UMass Minutemen. Just like that, it is already a 10-point game. As now we have our offense back out on the field. Last drive we went 3 and out, so let's hopefully we can do something better here. As now they're facing 3rd and long, gonna have to throw short again. This time going to Jesse Garnier. We throw way short, a 2-yard gain. As you know, we're gonna try and get this punt off here. They're gonna boot this one deep. Joe Lemon, not known for the punting, more of an athletic punter, you know, more like a Marquette King kind of guy. But we're in some serious trouble here, though, as Matt Smith thankfully comes up and makes the tackle. Thought Noah Jackson was going to be able to come up in there and make a, get the return for a touchdown. As now 1st and 10, UMass going over the middle to Will Fortin again. That goes for an 11-yard gain on the play. As the Minutemen are driving once again, as Harris is going to find the end zone again for the Minutemen. And just a sad development of events here as Kellen Harris was all by himself on that wide receiver screen. Also had a convoy to work with as well. As there's the blocking upfield, getting pancaked in the process. You hate to see it. So right from the jump, man, first quarter of play, we're already down 17-0. So let's see if we get our offense going here, as this will help us out. Tim Henderson able to pick up the first down with his legs. Our athletic mobile quarterback able to pick up 16. As now we got 1st and 10 again. Henderson looking around, gonna try to throw it over the middle, but Dream was taken. Able to make the reception this time around, his first catch of his collegiate career, but he is hurt. So now, thanks to him being hurt, at least for the time being, we only have 4 active wide receivers on this roster, as we had a big play with Jesse Garnier, but it was dropped. And so now we got ourselves 3rd and 5. Got to pick up this first down here, man, as we throw to right-hand side. Go to Baldwin. Tank Baldwin, welcome to the FBS ranks, as that's a 26-yard gain to start his collegiate career. And now it also gives us a fresh set of downs as well. But that positive momentum is going to be short-lived, though, as we try to run this option play. Clint Avery smelt it out. And now, once again, facing another 3rd and long. Let's see what we can do here, as Henderson forces a scramble, tries to throw it away. At least gets it off just enough to not be counted as a fumble. And so 4th and 13. But you already know what it is. We're going to go for it again, though. Joe Lemon going to have to throw it. And look who he finds. He finds Tristan Morgan for a 29-yard gain. Good for our biggest play of the game so far. And so while we were, been punched in the mouth to start this first quarter, we got some momentum up down 17-0. But we might get our first points on the board soon. So let's see if we can turn that into fruition, as we got 1st and goal to start the second quarter of play. Tim Henderson actually going to try to carry it in himself and gets pretty close to the goal line. Able to pick up 5 yards on that run. Tim Henderson doing a good job as a running quarterback, has already 50 yards on the ground. But can we turn that into a touchdown? We'll have to wait and see, as Alex Holden gets a deflection there. Now another 3rd and goal coming up. Let's see if we can get it done. Get in the end zone for the first time, as Henderson is scrambling. Going to try to get into the end zone himself and gets the job done. Touchdown, Beavers! And Tim Henderson scores the first touchdown for Bluffton to begin Season 2. And we got it cut down to a 10-point game. Now it's time for the defense to show up. Let's see if we can get it done here. Although this is not a good way to start it whatsoever, as Jack Moss from Rip gets a 13-yard gain for a first down. Run defense, man, still struggling a little bit, as we were forced to pick up a couple of walk-ons. We switched to a 3-4 scheme, so we do have a couple of walk-ons on the field still that are freshmen, so that's tough to see, as we do force them to another 3rd and long, although last time we had them 3rd and 10. We actually did not get him off the field. Let's see if we got something different here. As now, Johnson going to hand off to Jack Moss. He has space, though. Completely fakes off Jerron Randall. And that man is gone like a girl in a country song. Touchdown, Minutemen. And so UMass, 24-7 lead, man. Let's see if our offense can at least try to respond here now, as we certainly have some work to do, man. Overall, the team is playing compared to what it was in Season 1, but wanted it to be a little bit closer right now, but there's still plenty of football left that we can get ourselves back into, and it does help especially that we can run the football now as well, with some of these run plays, at least with the option, particularly with Henderson able to pick up some more yards on the ground, a 5-yard gain for him, one of his shorter runs, but already with 77 rushing yards in this first half. He's at least getting it done on the ground. Let's see if he can get it done through the air as well. Trying to throw for it here on first down. We do manage to get it, but, the captured card, not doing some favors, as we are actually not doing so well. But we get this captured card right as we are just in time for almost throwing an interception and ruining the drive. So now we got 3rd and long, though. Let's see what we can do here. Gonna just run it, go outside the box, and that's gonna work out for us as IT Jr. breaks one for the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers! Isaiah Thomas Jr., following the footsteps of his dad, St. Thomas legend Isaiah Thomas. And, gets off to a good start. First collegiate game, gets a running touchdown, and cuts this lead down to 10 points. As we are now halfway through the second quarter, I just burped. That's really sexy. Is now 1st and 10. Jackson gonna try to take it upfield and actually gets an 18-yard gain. Quarterback can also run, so it's gonna be a massive problem for us, especially because we're having a hard time stopping the run right now. But this time Charles Johnson will actually throw to the left-hand side, gets it to right, and Justin Carey gets ran over like he saw a dumpster truck. Good lord, Jason Wright forcefully getting his way into the end zone. It's another touchdown for the Minutemen, and they just get that touchdown right back, so it's back to being a 17-point game again, as we do desperately need to get some more points on the board badly, just to try to keep us in this game, you know, not trying to get blown out, of course, as we will try to run it here. Henderson makes a man miss, but he can't quite get to the marker. He tried to stretch out for the first down, but could not get there. As you already know what it is. 4th and 1, only need 1 yard. Gonna have Joe Lemons go ahead and scramble for us. Makes a man miss, but look at this, he fumbles the football. But Matt Graham thankfully falls on it though. He stayed up, so I'm surprised they called that play dead, but at least we still have the football for right now, because that could have went terribly wrong. As we do try to throw on 2nd and 9. That was incomplete. So now another 3rd and long that we're going to be facing right now. Got some work to do as Henderson looking to drop back. He's looking around good, trying to throw the corner route, but it's thrown behind CJ Palmer. And as a result of that, throws an interception, the first one of his collegiate career. Dominique Lewis is the one that makes that play. And CJ Palmer was open to a degree. Got to throw that towards the sideline though. And have CJ Palmer trying to get the 10 toes down movement going. But at the very least, we do manage to force a 3 and out on our next possession. So we do have one more chance to put some points on the board before the end of this first half. So a big drive for us for sure. Want to definitely cut this to a 2-score game if we can help it. As speaking of which, CJ Palmer able to finally make that catch, a 19-yard gain. That's the first reception of his collegiate career. As we're going to get to the line of scrimmage quickly. 1st and 10 again. Going back to CJ Palmer, but this time it is lit up like a Christmas tree. And we now have 2nd and 10 now. As we drop back to pass again. Going to go over the middle. Get it to Tank Baldwin, who gets us to the first down marker. A gain of 10 thanks to Tank. As now we got another 1st and 10. Getting the boys to the line of scrimmage quickly. Henderson gonna try to throw over to Jesse Garnier, and he's forced out of bounds inside the 20. And you know, with one more play, why not try to go for the end zone? Just gotta be smart about it. But we nearly throw an interception. Thankfully, it falls harmlessly to the ground. But we do get a field goal at the very least. A 2-possession game, with the second half of this game coming very shortly, you guys. Let's get it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, second half officially underway. Let's go ahead and get the job done as UMass starts with the football. And that's a good sign for us as Sean McGee lights a man on fire, getting him in the backfield. You love to see the anticipation on the halfback screen. But it only gets better as Sean McGee on the next play gets the first turnover force for the Beavers in this season 2 of the Bluffton Dynasty, as Sean McGee is able to come up and make the interception. So that is going to certainly help out our cause, as we're going to go ahead and go for play action here. Something I like to do after turnovers, try to get some momentum, as we do find Jesse Garnier over the middle. Could have had a touchdown if we had a little bit more touch, but you know, at least we moved the ball forward. But we now face 3rd and goal. Tim Henderson gonna go ahead and scramble it in though. So touchdown for the Beavers. And just like that, man, we got ourselves a 1-possession game. And after, you know, a lot of 3 and outs in this quarter, I think we're getting ready to go ahead and try to tie this game. Would be the first time that we've drawn back even since UMass has struck first in this game. So it'd be nice to complete the comeback on this drive if we can. As we try to go over the middle to Tristan Morgan. He picks up 8 yards on the catch. A near first down for us. His first catch since the fake punt in the first quarter. As now we run another play action. This time trying to go over the middle to Jesse Garnier. He picks up a few yards and picks us another first down for us. Already with his 8th catch today. You'll love to see it. As now Henderson looking around. Going to try to throw over in the middle. He had CJ Palmer. But the pass was off target though. As now since we have a 3rd and 13. Coach deciding not to go too terribly aggressive, actually going for the halfback draw. You know, we did score on a 3rd and long previously with IT Junior, but we have the punt away. But we do what we need to do this quarter and make this a 1-score game. Can the Bluffton Beavers win our opener in Season 2? We have 7 minutes of football left. As now we have this 4th and 9 right here. Big 4th down play right here. Got to get the job done. As Henderson has a clean pocket. Going to try to throw it deep to CJ Palmer. But left it underthrown. It's picked off. But at least in this 4th down situation, it's kind of turning into, you know, a long punt. So we do have UMass at least pinned deep. But definitely a bummer that we could not tie the ball game right there. And so we're going to need the defense to step up once again. They've been playing amazing in this second half of play. We got some work to do for sure. As we get them to a 3rd down, we'll see what we can get him to do. Can we get him off the field? Moss going to try to run up the left-hand side. Tries to dodge Jerron Randall L. and breaks the tackle before meeting up with an other Bluffton defenders. As now, 2nd and 12. Johnson dropping back. Gonna send this one to the right-hand side. We almost had the interception. Trey Bird went for the pick. He completely lifts and allows the completion downfield. Now the Minutemen are basically a 1st down away from getting in the field goal range, as they might just be in there now thanks to that 1st down catch. As the Minutemen now have another 1st down situation. As now, 2 plays later, Zach Moss going to get another carry up the middle. Fumbles the football, though. It's a scramble for it. But Will Fornan is going to be the guy that gets the fumble recovery. And so a lost opportunity for the Minutemen. We're going to have to go ahead and try again. We got to at least get these guys to force a field goal, you know, and make it a 10-point game. As it's 3rd down coming up here. Johnson going to try to hand off to Zach Moss, but this time he's stuffed in the middle of the field. Bluffton gets the stop they need. They do get a field goal, so it is a 10-point game at the very least. So Bluffton needs to come away with some points on this drive, man. We'll see if they can actually get it done, as they'll start with an IT Junior run of the middle for a gain of 6. As now a couple plays later, 3rd and 6, a big 3rd down here. Henderson doesn't have much time, has to get rid of it, and is hit as he's thrown. So 4th down coming up here, gotta pick it up, or this game is essentially over, barring a miracle, of course. As we go to the right-hand side, Get It to Dreams was taken, who makes the catch for the 1st down, and the drive still continues for the Beavers. As we're in no huddle now. Henderson going to the right-hand side again. This time going to DJ Welgana, who picks up the 1st down. One of the leading receivers from Season 1. Finally getting his first catch here in Season 2. As now we got a 2nd and 10 now. Going to Josh Gates, another, you know, leading receiver from the inaugural season that we had in the FBS. He gets his first catch as well. As we quickly get to the line. 2.5 minutes left. Henderson looking, trying to go to IT Junior, but he drops the pass. Bluffton Beavers are going to actually settle for a field goal and trust the defense. A bold strategy. We'll see if it works out for them, as it's a 1-score game right now. But right now, that decision doesn't necessarily look like it's working right now, as the Minutemen do already get a 1st down from the jump. Bluffton forced to take their first time out, as Johnson going over the middle again, gets it to right. Another huge play, and they're already in field goal range. So now Bluffton got to be thinking about turnovers, as they're already in the field goal range. You know, get that assurance policy and make this a 2-score game, as now Bluffton Beaver defenders trying to get that ball knocked loose. Has had some luck in it in the past, but we might not get it right now. as now we got him to a 2nd and goal. Gonna go ahead and move him to the right hand side. Gonna go to Zach Moss, trying to dive for the end zone, but he's gonna be sucked up by the 1-yard line monster. And so here it is. Basically, we need to get a fumble here, or this game is over, as Johnson forces to keep it, but it's gonna be stopped in the backfield. But we don't get the turnover we need. UMass runs the clock and gets the field goal. And so that is how the cookie crumbles here, as UMass beats us in our opener for Season 2, winning by a final score of 37-27. Well, how these guys fought, we gave a good game, but, unfortunately, just didn't come out on top. We take the L in this first game of the season. Alright, man, so we are here at the end of this game, and even though we lost, there's a lot of things that I like, particularly after the first quarter. That first quarter, we got punched in the mouth by UMass, but after that, man, we started to claw back in it. Got to a point where it was just a 1-possession game. Couldn't get the job done, but this team definitely is better than what it was at this time last year. We can win some games this year, man. We can win more than 2. Now, one thing that I will say that we need to work on for sure is our passing game. Tim Henderson at quarterback, he had a rough time at QB today. He had 221 yards passing, but, did off 47 pass attempts, so not necessarily very efficient. Then also threw 2 interceptions, so our passing game does have to get better moving forward if we're going to win games. On the other hand, though, we were at least able to run with the football, as Tim Henderson was able to find the end zone multiple times for us today. 15 carries, 78 yards, multiple TDs. Whereas IT Jr., in his first collegiate game, he found the end zone off of a 41-yard score. He had 9 carries for 50 yards on the day. In addition, the receivers, got a lot of work today. And, some things that I like and some things I didn't necessarily like. We had a few too many drops. We had 5 drops today, but Jesse Garnier, had himself a day. He had 8 catches for 65 yards. That leads the entire team in both catches and yards. Although Dream was taken and IT Jr., each time with the second most catches on the team. They had 36 and 25 yards respectively. As for the defense, we got hit in the mouth in the first half, but in the second half, though, this team came to play, at least this defensive unit. Matt Smith led the team in tackles. He ended up with 7 total tackles on the day, followed by DJ Walker. And a little bit conservative quarterback whatsoever. Did not have a single sack. We had a few QB hits, but couldn't really do anything with it though. Sean McGee, though, did have an interception for us today and was able to return 9 yards to help us get in position to make this a 1-score game. I believe it was Justin Carey who had a pass deflection. A user play that we could have had, but just didn't have the hands like Allstate to get it done. So we could have had 2 turnovers, but I liked what I saw in the second half. Hopefully we can play with that level of consistency throughout the season. With that being said, though, the only thing that we can really do is keep looking forward. And you know what? Our non-conference schedule is only going to get tougher. Next episode, we will go on the road to play against the Houston Cougars, who are better than the UMass Minutemen that we just faced. It's going to be a test to see where we are at, because they are certainly a good football team. Either way, it should be a good one though, so if you enjoyed today's Bluffton episode, do me a favor and please smash that like button, as well as hit subscribe if you do have to be brand new to the channel. This is John J. Gaming on the mic, hoping you guys are all having a wonderful day. Take care, everybody.